Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's Unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media and we've got a lot to get through. We didn't get a chance to do an Unseen yesterday because of course we dropped our Summerslam predictions. So if you are interested in kind of seeing a full breakdown of this year's event, then that is up on the channel now. So let's try and get caught up to speed. We know that we've got Raw coming up later. Let's get the official preview.
Monday Night Raw is live this week from beautiful Detroit, Michigan, and we are motoring to the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam, less than a week away, and the big guns will be in the house tomorrow night in the Motor City. You will see the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. You will see the best in the world, CM Punk. You will see the OTC Roman Reigns, and his partner at SummerSlam, Jey Uso, will go one-on-one with Big Bronson Reed. Plus, they earned their opportunity at the World Tag Team titles. Now they get it. The LWO will oppose Judgment Day in Detroit, and I've signed a huge 8-woman tag. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer, and Nikki Bella will oppose the Women's World Champion Naomi, Chelsea Green, and her secret Hervis. All that and so much more live tomorrow night from the Motor City. It is Monday Night Raw. It is at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. It is on Netflix, and it is official.
Well, there we go. Do you know, it wasn't until he just mentioned Nikki Bella that in my head I've just realised Nikki Bella is not on the card at SummerSlam, which is quite surprising because there'd been lots of rumours that we were building Summer at Evolution, certainly with her and Liv. And then, of course, I think we were expecting Brie to come in at some point and that this was going to kind of lead to bigger stories. But yeah, no, I mean, obviously we did do a little something involving Nikki at Evolution still. But since then, we've not seen Nikki and she's not on the SummerSlam card, so interesting that she's actually going to be on Raw. So yeah, it seems like it's a pretty stacked card, but of course it's a go-home show, so expectations will be kept in check. But yeah, should be pretty fun. Someone that's not having fun is this guy right here. Let's check out his video. I'm sure many of you have heard already. This is probably the big news of the day. You can hear it from him yourself.
It's quite the week I've had. You want to know how it's been capped off? I can't get back in America. They wouldn't let me board my flight. Look at the scenic countryside. Does that look like an American scenic countryside? No. I'm in England still. At my buddy's wedding. What a wedding it was. Planning to go back, train for SummerSlam, but no, I got blocked. Wife and I walked up to the gate, trying to check in. Always goes perfectly fine. Not this time. Drew, you don't have your US passport. I know who you are. I know you've lived there for a long time. I know you're showing me pictures of your US passport and your global entry and your, it doesn't matter. I know exactly who you are, your property and the likes. But no, we can't let you in the country, buddy. We can't let you in the country. So my wife and I panic. We say, we've got a sick animal at home. We're good people. We care about our animals. We care about people. I'm like, go ahead, babe. Don't think about me. Leave me behind. Leave me to die behind. It's okay. She has to go against her will. Goes back home, look after the cat. And here I am. So what happened? What changed this trip? Jelly roll. You know somebody, got some connections, you got your 15 minutes of fame right now.
So basically he goes on to blame Jelly Roll. Now, obviously it's not Jelly Roll's fault. This is actually a legit problem. Apparently he is legitimately stuck in England, in the UK, and can't get back into America. There is some reports that I've seen, though, that WWE do expect this to be resolved. I don't know what he needs. That's literally all the detail that we've got. I don't know if he needs his US passport. I mean, I don't know if someone can just fly it over to him and then he flies back with them and with the passport. I mean, maybe that's going to be the fix, or maybe someone can get on the phone and get him like a temporary passport, or who knows, right? But I'm sure it can be resolved, and I'm sure that WWE can help find ways of getting this resolved as well. But yeah, certainly something he did not need at this time. So it's Kaz, thank you. Right, the Little Caesars Arena is advertising AJ Styles, Asuka, and Kairi Sane against Dominik Mysterio, Raquel, and Roxanne for Raw. Now, that was not mentioned in that little video that Adam Pearce just put out, so apparently this is being advertised. Could be a dark match, of course. Might not be a match we actually get on Raw. It could be after Raw or before Raw. But interesting, so Brady, thank you. And this coming from Sportskeeda, WWE is confident that Drew McIntyre's passport issue will be resolved in time. That's from Fightful originally. So, as we said, this is a real problem, and it's been quite a talking point today. People wondering if that match is going to be cancelled, and how's Drew going to get back into the country, back into America. Loads of clickbait titles around, but yeah, the headline is that WWE is confident that he will be back in time and get this issue sorted. I mean, we've got plenty of time. SummerSlam, of course, isn't until next week, so you know they've got a whole week to resolve this, and I'm pretty sure they'll get it resolved. So those were the bits of WWE news. The other thing you need to know, and this is probably what I've seen most conversations around this weekend, they've been doing some super shows in Mexico. They're just house shows, but obviously they've been playing to some pretty big crowds in Mexico, and this has been absolutely everywhere, right? This is Penta. So this is Penta in Mexico with this absolutely amazing entrance attire. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. I mean, so impressive. That is like WrestleMania kind of entrance gear. But I mean, of course, going back to Mexico, it would mean so much to him that he really has pulled out all the stops. But that is wild. I mean, I bet Mattel are looking at that going, oh, let's go. I bet they're very excited at the idea of making that figure. So there we go. Absolutely incredible. Hopefully he keeps that, and maybe it does appear at like SummerSlam or a WrestleMania or like one of those major PLEs. So Larry, thank you. This is the results coming out of these shows. So we got Mr. Iguana, Pagano and Psycho Clown representing AAA. They managed to beat Santos, Angel and Berto. We had Dominik beating El Grande and Ron Killings in a triple threat for the IC title. We had Roxanne Perez and Raquel beating Michin and B-Fab. Jey Uso and Sammy managed to beat Bron. So, good result for them. Stephanie got a win over Chelsea. Tiffany got a win over Nia. Andrade and Ray got past the Creeds. Cody, Jimmy, and Jacob got past Solo, JC, and Tongaloa. And then the WWE World Champion Gunther managed to get a win over Penta. So, those are the results from the show. I think it's today's show. I'm not sure if that was the result on Saturday as well. It might be the same show, to be honest. Another announcement was made, and that is that Triplemania is going to feature Dominik and El Grande. So we got Dragon Lee, we got Vikingo, Dominik, and El Grande. It's going to be a fatal four-way. I believe that's for the Mega Championship. I believe that's for their top title. Vikingo is their like AAA Mega Champion. So that's going to be at Triplemania. That is basically their WrestleMania on the 16th of August. I've heard that it's going to be shown on YouTube. So yes, I am very interested in doing a watch along for that. I just need to see what else is on that day. I haven't looked I don't even know if that's a Saturday or a Sunday, or I have no idea. That news coming through today, so there we go, that being announced. And this has been absolutely everywhere. This is El Grande singing, and the fans really taken to him, right? Let's turn it up. This is crazy because obviously he's a heel, and he comes out and I think he says some really nice words. I mean, obviously I don't understand the language, but they react really positively to what he says. And then he breaks out into song and they join in singing with him. Like, he's really over in Mexico. Like, you would think that he would be presented as, like, really making a mockery of Lucha Libre. But I don't know, for some reason, that's not the direction they're taking this character. I think they're taking the character in a direction of that he loves Lucha Libre so much he just wants to be a luchador and he wants to show respect to the culture. I think they're kind of going that direction. And then, like, you know, he said some lovely words and had a sing-song. And there's even footage of him kind of leaving the arena and the fans sticking around to watch the superstars leave, and they start singing to him outside the arena as well. So this is like a parallel universe. I feel like if he's on TV, we go, this gimmick's kind of run its course. But in Mexico, they're having a lovely sing-song. So, yeah, wild. Stephanie said, back in Mexico where it all began, I left my mark and Mexico left its mark on me. Forever grateful to the land that made me stronger. I'll always carry Mexico with me. And the reason why I included this is really just for her gear, because this is gear that I have not seen before. And it looks quite nice. It looks obviously Mexico with the white, the red, the green. So I just kind of thought that was pretty cool. It's not gear that we may see on the main roster. She tends to wear like more red, black and red. This obviously with like these green elements to it. So I thought it was different enough to include. So yeah, we had that. Let's see if I can just knock this back in line. There we go. This is a pretty fun moment here. So here you can see this is from the triple threat. So actually this is Ron Killings, Dominik, and El Grande in a triple threat. But in this moment, they're actually, Dominik and Ron Killings are working together. So I thought this was a tag match at first, but it isn't. So right now there's Dominik gesturing to the fans, steps to the outsides. You can see Dominik is just saying to Ron Killings there, wear him down as he comes over the top, crashes down onto El Grande. And here we go, look. Ron Killings is like, go and do it again, but over that side. And then straight into the pin. There we go, trying to steal the victory there. So Dominik, Ron Killings working together against El Grande, but watch to the end. So yeah, he said, oh, that was great. Do it on that side now. And as soon as Dominik went off, he went for a cheeky pin. So little bit of footage there coming out of Mexico. There's the fans, look, singing and celebrating away with El Grande. You can see some of the shots. Just amazing. That was obviously announced as well. We've covered that. Can we get this? What is going on? What is happening? So yeah, we've got all of those things. So here we go. Here is Triple H. Triple H says, Lucha Libre is on fire. AAA is on fire. Last night in Mexico City, wall-to-wall action from every match and a sing-along with El Grande, and proof that no matter where Dominik is, he's a star. Triplemania will stream on YouTube August 16th from Mexico City. Are you ready? So again, I don't know where that's going to stream. I don't know if that is on WWE's YouTube channel. I don't know if that's going to be available for all of us to watch, but I'm interested. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. As well as that, look, we've got Gunther doing the Penta walk. Little bit of mocking there by Gunther. Look at that. Oh my God. And he does it so well. Excellent. J Omega, Larry, thank you. WWE starts their live event with a 10-bell salute to Hulk Hogan. So there we go, paying respects to Hulk Hogan in Mexico City. Did they have his... Yeah, I was going to say, did they have the graphic up? And yes, of course. So there we go. WWE paying respects. And we can go to Hogan, actually. There's a few bits in here for Hogan. Yeah, Brad Garrett, who you might know from Everybody Loves Raymond. He was apparently the voice of Hulk Hogan in the Rock and Wrestling cartoon. A lot of people might not have seen this cartoon, but it was actually a big deal in the 80s. I know a lot of wrestling fans really got into wrestling, or their love of wrestling was kind of deepened by watching this cartoon. I would actually really love to find it. I think it was on the network for a very, very short time, and then I believe they removed it. I don't know if there was like a copyright issue or something like that, but yeah, I'm going to see if I can find it. I don't know that I've seen every episode. It was on CBS from 85 to 86. So that's, I mean, I work in WrestleManias. So that's WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania 2, right? But yeah, that guy that was in Everybody Loves Raymond did the voice of Hulk Hogan. Right, we did say that AEW were getting a bit under fire for not paying respects to Hogan or mentioning Hogan. AEW actually did now. For Collision, they actually had Tony say a few words, and I thought it was done really, really well. So, respects. I think they were in a tough spot. We know that there's a lot of feeling and emotion when it comes to this, and I don't know, maybe they were just trying to gauge the temperature first. But yes, they did. And I thought the way they did it was fantastic because Tony is the right person. Tony Schiavone was the right person to kind of lead that tribute. So he just said a few words and it was lovely. I thought it was great. As well as that, New Japan actually did a little tribute as well. Do you know what? There's no way I'm clicking on this. Some of the worst copyright issues I've ever had have come because of New Japan, so I ain't clicking on it, right? But basically, they're holding this picture up of Hogan in the ring. The same picture is on the screens. The ring is surrounded by their roster. There is a 10-bell salute. So New Japan paying tribute, AEW paying tribute. We know the tribute was paid in Mexico City. As well as that, breaking news, there is a special tribute at the Legends of Wrestling show at the Wildwoods Convention Center in New Jersey this Tuesday. Jake the Snake, Sergeant Slaughter, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Demolition, Tito Santana, and many more are going to be in attendance for this kind of tribute. So, I mean, if you're in the area, that seems just like an absolutely unmissable. I mean, that just feels like 80s wrestling is going to be there, you know? Like all these massive stars from the 80s all there to pay respects to Hulk Hogan. So amazing. Jake the Snake doing a video for that. Jimmy Hart, this was really interesting. Jimmy Hart just talking about a few bits to do with Hogan. He said Hulk loved this business more than anything. He's happy now because he's free of pain. And he's gone up there in heaven with his friends to be with Andre, the Wild Samoans, Dusty Rhodes, who was his mentor. He's going to be with Randy Savage. They were so tight back in Tampa. And so many more of our people. He's going to be with Bobby Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon. He's going to have one more interview with Mean Gene. And he's going to come out and say, do you know what, Mean Gene? And what you going to do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? He said, I called him just on Wednesday night, and then Thursday morning is when everything took place. So it happened overnight, but it was so positive the day before. He claimed that Hogan's assistant said he was doing great. Well, tell him I love him, Hart said to Hogan's assistant, while thinking that this is great news. So there we go. That was just a quick little interview that Jimmy Hart did with People. So obviously, you know, so important to Hulk Hogan. You know, they were together not only on screen, but off screen a lot as well. And I kind of felt like I needed to include this because honestly, you know, Linda Hogan was such a big part of Hogan's life. Of course, it was his wife. They had kids together. She was his partner on the Hogan Knows Best show. And a lot of what she's got to say is not that positive, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I suppose we should just quickly dig into it. So she basically says about, I'm all by myself. I'm okay with most things, but today's something hit. And I don't know what hit. I look terrible because I've been crying. I went to try and have some Botox and it bruised me. It's been 15 long years since I left Hogan. My family is in a worse mess. Brooke doesn't talk to her. She had twins. She got married. She didn't tell us that she had twins. She didn't tell us. She had a huge fight with Terry. And I don't know how that reflected onto me, but she's cut me out too. Haven't spoke to her in like 7 years, almost 8 years now. But God bless Nick. He's still such a good boy. Linda didn't stop there. She called him a liar and a sex addict. And he's such a hero, not, she said. I'm going to give a thumbs down. I've given him opportunities to come back and make us a family. It's been 20 years and I'm still this sad. It just doesn't get better. And she's like, I don't want to get married again after him, trust me. So, yeah, I mean, it's a shame, isn't it? I mean, it's just a shame that she just couldn't find any nice words. But, I mean, listen, if that's how she's feeling, that's how she's feeling. So, if you was anything like me, intrigued to know what she was going to say, I'm sad to report it was not really anything positive. Merch, I think there's just a Bray shirt, yes. So, Steve, thank you. Funky-looking Bray shirt. That I don't know if that's new or not. I don't think I've seen this before, so it could be new. But obviously, they're putting new Bray and Wyatt Six merch up all the time. Let's go SummerSlam. I think we covered those the other day. We've just got the breakdown. As I said, I did my predictions video, so I don't really feel a need to go into that. Fun should have quite a bit in it, though, because we haven't been in... Oh, my God, it's got loads. It's got loads. So let's go through this. Yeah, new merch. Actually, that could have gone into merch. Some new Naomi bits with this kind of proceed with caution type stuff, which is pretty fun. So, Larry, thank you. Oh, yeah, Giulia showed off an action figure that a fan gave her, and it's pretty rubbish.
自分はそのファンから差し入れプレゼントみたいな、若手の時なんですけど、ジュリアのフィギュアを作ったよっていう、はい、手作りの。これ橋本千尋じゃねえの。これ橋本投げろ。コスチュームとかもすごい再現されてますね。体の形が違うだけで。顔の形も全然違います。
Do you know what she says? Like, it's actually been really recreated. I think she has got a lot of like love for this. I think this actually means something to her. Someone's like, the body is completely wrong though, and she's like, yeah, the face is wrong as well. And then they do a close-up of the face. They actually compare it there to Choshu. But it's a treasure, she says. So look at that. Amazing. Right, Larry? Yeah, this is crazy. Oh, you see that, dudes? Oh, mates. Oh, and this has been everywhere today. Everyone's been talking about this. And you can totally understand why. Look at this! Look, starts going. Then they all have to quickly get over to the other side. That's mental. That is mental. We need to do a Royal Rumble like that. Imagine a Rumble. Dudes. Dudes. I mean, I feel like it's really dangerous. I feel like someone could seriously get hurt, but I also don't care, and I really do want to see a Rumble in water like that. So amazing. Right, Donkey from Shrek is a huge Jacob Fatu, an OTC Roman Reigns fan.
What's up, my friend? How you doing? Look at this. How you doing, brother? I'm doing good, man. You blessing me with the wonderful Samoan werewolf. Yeah, I love you too, man. So wait, quick question. Are you excited that the one true tribal chief came back last Monday? Isn't that cool? Look at that, man. The OTC, we living in a good time, brother. Here it is. Let's get you a picture. Cheers. Acknowledge him.
How good is that? That's great. That wasn't, I mean, like, it's been so long since, I think that's Universal, is it? It's been so long since I've been there. Like to the actual parks. They didn't have that when I was there, but that's really good. Right, this was posted by Charlotte. Armando, thank you. Let's go a bit bigger.
Do the thing. Do the thing. Ooh. Do the thing. Do the thing.
It's so simple, but it's just fun, isn't it? They obviously have got great chemistry. So, I mean, I was talking during the predictions video about when will they turn them? Will they do it this weekend? I really hope not, because I really look at that and think there's still mileage in them as a pairing, you know? I don't even think we've started to scratch the surface. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to not put the titles on them this weekend and actually kick that a bit further down the road. I think that you could have them together without the belts for a little bit, then put the belts on them, go for a little bit, and, you know, honestly, maybe eventually turn them at WrestleMania. They might be together all the way till WrestleMania. Right, next up, we got this. Lyra Valkyria's moving graphics. What is she looking for? I said maybe Bayley on the SummerSlam cards. Like that. So, yeah, very good. Very good. Hey, I don't mind the moving graphics. Moving graphics are great. Yeah, Black Ice, shout out to you. So the Berenstain Bears, we didn't have these, so I don't know how you pronounce them, right? Try to make Goldberg happy. So there we go. That's their latest adventure. I got tagged in this absolutely, like, loads. So people really enjoyed that. I think if you were kind of raised up on these books, this probably really resonates, but I am not familiar with them, to be honest. Right, look at this. Obviously, Beyonce, if you are part of the Beehive, just like me, you'll know that her final concert gig, she actually brought out the other two members of Destiny's Child. So obviously we got Beyonce, Sandra, and Tiffany. So they all got back together again, which was lovely. And here's Naomi. She said, "This could have been us, but y'all didn't want me to be Beyonce, which I clearly am," says they. Which is really good. And actually, there is a response. Beep, shut up, damn, move on. Like, don't you have other people to harass, said Jade Cargill. And this was Naomi's response. Whoa, this is shaking the table. Next up, we've got this from Chad Gable. Chad Gable accidentally exposes that he was El Grande Americano. And so they basically talk to him. I'm not going to play it because it does show the game they're at, and I think there'll be a copyright if I do show it. But basically he said it's, you know, he's looking at the silver lining. He's getting to come to the baseball with his family, and that's amazing. But he says one of his proudest accomplishments was actually wrestling a singles match at WrestleMania this year. And of course, Chad Gable was not on the WrestleMania card this year, but El Grande was. And so one of the headlines today is that Chad Gable accidentally exposed that he is El Grande Americano, which of course is not surprising. We all know that anyway. But yeah, it's been a bit of a talking point in the wrestling world today. Right, check this out. This guy went along and got a great picture with Bayley. Bayley looking fantastic here. Looking really, really good. And that dude, jacked, managed to get a really, really good picture. He got some others with her as well. But Bayley just, yeah, looking fantastic, looking great. And she had a fantastic time as well. Here's Bayley, look, just talking about how the meet and greet went.
I just had one of the best meet and greets that I've ever had in WWE here in Detroit, Michigan for Minute Maid at a Kroger grocery store. There was over 500 people standing out in almost 100-degree weather and coming in all sweaty, and it was just the best. So fun and energetic, and it meant a lot. Like, look at all these bracelets that I got. Holy moly. I got some of the most special gifts today. A painting from NXT Brooklyn. It's going to be a 10-year anniversary next month. This one I audibly gasped in my hotel room because it's from Love and Basketball, my favorite movie. Monica Wright's high school jersey. This is so special and thoughtful. Man, that was a big surprise. And like these drawings really, they make my day. I swear this is something that, like, a day that I'm going to be thinking about for a long time. I had a really special one that just stuck with me because it's very simple. It just says, "Hope you win everything," with a heart on it. It's so simple, and I'm going to frame it and put it in my room. I also got free sushi from the chef. It was just such a great day, and I just wanted to make this video so that everybody that came, I hope you know how much I really appreciate it. Really needed that today. This week has been exhausting, and I had the best time. Seriously, thank you guys so much.
How great is that? Just really simple, but I thought it was really, really good. Really good. This fan as well, this kid, their reaction to getting the Cody belt. I really enjoyed this. And here's a question that CM Punk had for Jay and for Jacob, right?
For me.
Is there any truth to the rumor that aside next year we're going to have a male Royal Rumble and a female Royal Rumble and then a Samoan Royal Rumble?
It'd be a great way of bringing Zilla in, wouldn't it? Finally, we got Lance Anoa'i down in NXT as well. So, yeah, it's true. It's true. It's actually a great idea. Imagine a whole Royal Rumble just with the Samoans, with the Anoa'i family. Listen, he might be onto something, yeah? He might be onto something. Right, let's go. Look, Jacy Jayne said, "Everyone say hi to my new baby, Winston." Oh, God. Talking of, look at this. We got Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile sporting a new hairstyle Look at that. Right. Oh, yeah. We just did a watch along for SummerSlam 2008. And I didn't remember. I remembered, like, this moment, but I didn't remember that actually when Jericho hits Shawn Michaels' wife, that her lip, like, really swells up. Right? He really connected. And so Larry was kind enough to tag me in this article. Apparently Jericho talks about it in one of his books. He said, as Shawn and Rebecca turned their backs to walk away, I spun him around and I threw a punch. He ducked, leaving his wife directly in the line of fire, and I smacked her full in the mouth for real. They carted her out on a stretcher. Backstage, I just kept repeating over and over again, I am so sorry, man. I am so sorry. The doctors tended to Rebecca as Shawn stared at me blankly like he wanted to kill me. I was saying I so wish that WWE Unreal was happening at this time. Because, like, obviously that moment was meant to happen. He was meant to, but he wasn't meant to connect for real. And you can see her lips swelling up at the end of the segment. He said he finally broke the silence. I should have never allowed this to happen. This never should have happened. I can't believe I brought my family into this. If it was possible to feel worse than me, he did. We were both staring at our feet in silence, just waiting to see if Rebecca would be okay. She suddenly sat up off the stretcher, looked me in the eye, and said, "Is that the best you got, Jericho?" She said it with a crooked smile. Shawn and I looked at each other and started laughing as he gave his wife a hug. Oh, mate. So good. So good. And certainly if you just joined us for that watch along and you just watched that segment with us, I thought that you would find that very interesting. Okay, Solo and the MFT protecting Tiffany at the airport. So there's Solo, there's Tiffany. To be honest, though, I think the other people around, certainly this person here, is not part of the MFTs. I think this is security largely. But it is true that that looks to be Solo walking in front. But that's clearly some security woman. There's a security guard there. So I have seen this clip being presented like, you know, the MFTs are around Tiffany. No one can get to... It's security, largely. That's security. That woman there's security. But it is true that he's walking in front and does look back to see if she's okay. So, and she is being surrounded. So we know the kind of issues that people have at airports. I was really sad to see, though, that there is a clip doing the rounds that does show Stephanie at the airport being bombarded by autograph hunters. And she didn't seem to have the same, like, security protection. So I was a bit disappointed to see that. Obviously, we've covered this watch along. Yes, I think so, but I'm not going to 100% confirm at this stage. Edward, thank you. Alexa Bliss's daughter was ringside to watch Alexa compete the other day. So that was fun. WrestleBuzz. So Bray made his debut at SummerSlam. Fiend made his debut at SummerSlam, or PLE debut. And the Wyatt Six make their PLE debut. As well as that, we've got this doors open in 18 minutes. Master Taker said, this is interesting. They've got a countdown clock on screen for when the doors open. Oh, and this is a big one. I don't know how we're going to navigate this with copyright issues, but I got to play it so that you can understand what's going on, right? Let's press play.
This week I found out that my vocal is currently being used on a WWE entrance track. And people were loving it on YouTube. But how, you ask? Well, so did I. So now I released my pop punk vocal sample pack on Splice.
Accompanied to the ring by Fallon.
Rebel have taken some of these samples and run them through what I assume is an AI program, which even their own fans have now noticed. I manipulated some of the melody, the lyrics, and it's so weird to have to look up the lyrics to something that you have sung when it's your own voice. Now, to be perfectly clear, they have done absolutely nothing wrong. This is what these samples are supposed to be used for, and I'm stoked that I have come across it thanks to some lovely people that pointed it out. But part of me does wish that people knew it was me.
So that little clip that you just heard was the original pack. So she's very clear in saying they haven't done anything wrong. This is what that pack is meant for. It's a vocal pack that you then use and manipulate, and they've run it through AI and got the voice. So they've sampled the voice, they like the voice, and they've actually got the different lyrics and they've manipulated it and played around with it. I mean, look, for me, I really love this song. I think this is a great theme. I've actually been praising it on NXT watch-alongs. Like, it's one of the themes that really stands out to me as being like a dub from Def Rebel, and Def Rebel dubs are quite hard to find. So I really love this theme. So it doesn't bother me in the slightest that it's AI has been used. I think as, you know, we continue to move forward, AI is obviously going to be used a lot. It's going to be standard, isn't it, going forwards? And so, you know, they are using AI. And I think for me, the end result is one of my favorite themes. And she's already said, like, they've done absolutely nothing wrong. This is what that pack is meant for. So I've seen a lot of people kind of blasting Def Rebel and going off on them using AI. I mean, I don't have that opinion, because I think this is where music's going, unfortunately. AI is going to replace everything, and I think you're going to see a lot of amazing tracks in the future coming through AI. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a conversation for a separate time, but just a lot here that's very interesting. You know, the fact that it was a pack, it was sampled, AI was used, they've created one of their best themes using it. The woman is not bothered by it. She says, let's be clear, they've done nothing wrong. A lot to unpack. This has been a major talking point. I'd say that what I've seen online is a lot of people saying, like, this is a disgrace and stuff like that, but I don't really understand why it's a disgrace. Don't know. Part of me thinks that people hate Def Rebel, and anything they can do to kind of beat Def Rebel with a stick, they'll do it, and that's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I love this tune. I think it's great. Right, done that. Community we've got to do. I think we've pretty much done everything apart from community and thanks. So Mark said, I just ordered the OTC shirt before it goes out of stock. There's only 2 sizes left, but I'm very happy. Congrats, buds. Black Ice getting a like from Nikki Cross and showing off a couple of masks and a few Wyatt 6 bits as well. Very good. Nugsy said, I went to a couple of WWE shows before, but this is my first indie show. Everyone on the card was great, and there wasn't a single bad match. Got a couple of pictures below. I don't know where the event was, but yeah, great. Support your local wrestling. Raymond as well getting a like from Cody. So let me check. Is it the same? Yeah, it is the same picture. So it all checks out. So there we go, Raymond. Congrats. Jeff said, I just got this sweet Bray card in the mail today that I won. It's a 2024 National Treasures 2 of 5. Wow, very cool. 2 of 5. So limited edition. Panini as well. So Jeff, well done. There we go. You can just see that a little bit clearer from Black Ice. Just need some up for Howdy and Rowan, said Black Ice. Joe said, I just wanted to show you some of my collection. Always been a huge fan, and he is without doubt the greatest superstar of all time. Look at some of this stuff, man. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Action set. Plastic sticks like magic. I don't know what that is. Fun little figure there. Sami Zayn cards. That is fun. I love the packaging on that. That's 80s. LJN, is it? It's same packaging as the LJN stuff. So that's fun. What is that? I don't even know what that is. I thought it was a figure, but it looks like it's got a bit of a wooden... Is it a light? Is that a light switch? I've only just realised that it's in the shape of a house. They're walking into what looks to be a dark room. I think that's a light switch. That's crazy. And that's 80s packaging. Old WWF logo, of course. And I don't even know what that is. You're showing me things that I've never seen before. And it's signed. Hulk Hogan, Hall of Fame. Did you get that from his shop? Because I know he does do those sign-ins at his beach shop. What else have we got? Oh, we've got some old school lunchbox. Jimmy Hart signing. That's great. We've got some of the WCW items as well. Oh, iconic. Look at these. Absolutely iconic. Brilliant. So, Joe, thank you. Thank you for sharing those. That was really interesting. And Lenny said, I went to a candlelight vigil for Hulk Hogan last night. So that was the invitation. There we go. This is some signs. and a little Hogan that's been created. So, Lenny, shout out to you, buds. Hulkamania will live forever, brother. It's crazy, and it's crazy to think that he has gone. Such a massive, massive star. Such a massive name in the history of wrestling. It really has affected a lot of people. Right, with that being said, let's wrap this up. So, thank you to Shaquem and He Who Smiles, Robin, Edwards, Huddle Talk, Fly Music, Jimmy Johnson, Hieronymus Drake, Kelly the Wise Lady, Uncle Revel, Wrestling's Biggest Fan, Robin, Raymond, Wild Child Billy, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Prain User Sports, Samantha, Steve Silverback Walker, there we go, actually was at SmackDown, stayed for the 2 dark matches, up for 23 straight hours, slept an hour and back to work. Mates. So, Steve, shout out to you. Hope you had a fantastic time. And, yeah, very good. Claire, thank you. Michael, thank you. Armando, thank you. Babs the Barbarian, thank you. Fiend House, shout out to you. Larry, thank you. Las Vegas Matt, thank you. And Jeff, shout out to you as well. So there we go. We're back tomorrow with our Raw watch along. And of course, we'll have another Unseen for you after that. And of course, we're all heading and looking to next weekend when it will finally be time for SummerSlam 2025. So looking forward to that. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.